Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, Bodkin Show, and Spirit of Detroit Podcast. The nightly podcasts are Hallis Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Wrestling Roundup, Skull Gang 365, First and 10 with Foz, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports, Spitballin' Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, 313 Den Podcast, Puckett, The Guys Huddle, Main Event Football Show, Let's Talk Sports, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, and Off the Rails. Hope you enjoy all the shows and feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Good morning. Welcome to the next episode of the Red Zone Rant. You got Ken, the Packer fan, the bearded Packer fan. Come on, man. That beard is gorgeous. I mean, come on, man.
Come on. You can't forget a beard this glorious.
No. I'm telling you, man, you got to get it all styled out, get a G put on it, so, That's awesome. Anyway, how you doing today, Ken? This fine Sunday morning?
I'm alive, almost missing a thumb, but
yeah. Poor Kenny slammed his thumb in the car door.
Yeah.
And it lasts. When he said that just put me over the top.
Yeah.
Slamming it one thing.
As soon as I did that, as I'm opening it, I'm like, please let there still be
I would have cuffed in 40 different languages. I don't even know 40 languages.
The thing is, I didn't yell, swear, nothing. It was that immense of a pain. I was just like, let's just get it the fuck out of here.
The neighbors would have called the police on me.
Oh yeah, it was right at the top of my driveway too.
Yeah, see, I would have been cussing every other color. Not kidding, man.
Well,
anyway,
that was one of those. As long as the skin's attached, I'm not gonna freak out. Okay, it's still there. Everything's attached. We're good.
It's not hanging off by a thread. It's good.
That's what I was worried about with it latching. That I was gonna open it up and my thumb was gonna hit the ground.
I can't even. Bro, you give me the heebie-jeebies. I don't even want to talk about it. All right. Let's talk about something fun. That's definitely not fun. Let's talk about hey man, how come Caleb Williams and Roma Dunze hasn't assigned yet? Why do you think that is? Do they not want to be Chicago Bears?
Caleb's got himself a team of lawyers now, and they might be trying to circumvent the CBA.
Really? You think that's
just speculation? Like complete speculation, but I wouldn't be shocked if that's what it ends up being, is that he was trying to find some type of wiggle room. But we'll see how it ends up going. He's got till Tuesday.
Yeah, that's when they all have to report Tuesday. I thought the rookies reported a day early. That's what I thought, but I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, a camp doesn't officially open until Tuesday, so I mean, we'll see. The 16th is the official date, so that's technically Tuesday. So they have until then. They have one more full day after today. I don't think they're going to sign. I think this is going to be a holdout. I think Dunze is not signing just because Caleb told him not to until he does. And I think they think there's a way around the CBA, which I don't see it. I just don't know how.
Or maybe it's they're trying to get the Bears to guarantee both their contracts fully. And
I mean, Dunze is like reaching if he thinks that. Caleb Williams is even reaching, but I that to me is like crazy, bro.
Well, depending on how good of buddies they are, it could be stick with me and I'll get you more money.
Wow.
Again, all total speculation.
All speculation.
I don't know shit about this. This is me just reaching for possibilities.
Hey, Morning, Matt. What do you think? You think Dunze and Williams are going to sign, or you think they're going to hold out, bro? You think they're trying something? What do you say? Not a fan. Who's this? Not a fan of the Bears?
I'm assuming him not signing yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely. It's kind of weird, man. How is the number one pick not signed already? Man, I know, Ken downplays it and says it's not a problem till it is. But man, how is he not signed? I would be scared as a Bear fan. I mean, bro, come on, not good. I would not like it.
Oh, I can't
I
blame
would
you.
I would definitely be ranting about it if I was a Bear fan. We should have asked Woody to come on. I bet he got a rant. Woody, if you're listening, come on. You rant. Yeah, I don't know, man. I know they don't want to rate, so it's a problem. Maybe
I was gonna say, what was that, Robbie? You were kind of breaking up a bit.
I said I'm okay with it. I mean, all our guys are signed already. We're fine.
Yes and no. Jordan Love hasn't signed his contract extension.
Yeah, but I'm saying all our rookies, there's not going to be a holdout. Jordan Love's going to show up to camp whether there's a contract or not because he knows he's going to get one. So that's not – we don't have a contract issue. I know a lot of people want to make us have one. And, more of the – everybody's like, why you want to give Jordan Love a big contract? He does have the best start for a quarterback in Packer history. I mean – to me, that says a lot. What is this?
Yeah, I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah. Somebody spamming the comments. Stop doing that. We know what I'm thinking. You'll get booted.
Oh, yeah. I cannot wait for this freaking season to start.
Bro, it's about to be starting in like 2 days, man. At least we'll be talking about the Texans and the Bears.
Yeah.
The first week. I mean, that's all we're going to see at camp. At least we'll have something to talk about by Wednesday. We'll have video.
Yeah, Green Bay doesn't report for 9 more days. Well, the first practice isn't for 9 more days.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when the hell they report.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure.
I'd assume a day or two before it.
I think it's next Monday, but I mean, what's next Monday? Let me look at my calendar. Well, I can always just pull it up from the Green Bay website. They got the whole calendar and the whole, let's see.
I was going to say that might be beneficial.
Schedule. Yeah, no. Well, that's just for the preseason schedule. All right, so this is just for the games. Well, our first preseason game is against the Browns on August 10th.
Yeah, our first training camp practice is July 22nd.
July 22nd is which is next Monday. Like I said, a week from Monday. So yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome. In a week, bro. 7. I mean, it's 8 days. I'm down. I'm ready. I'm ready to fucking. Good morning, Eric.
Yeah, good morning.
Put up none of these comments yet. I'm slacking. There's Matt with his bear down. Shut up, Matt. It's Sunday morning, fellas. Good morning, Eric. Go Pack, go. Let's see what Matt's got to say. The CBA is rather cut and dry about salaries according to the draft position.
That's why I'm thinking that Caleb's trying to find some type of wiggle room with it where he can try and circumvent it. To me, that makes the most sense unless he's trying to get the contract fully guaranteed. Other than that,
I don't understand. I mean, they get the money anyway, right? So what is I don't know what he doesn't get all the money. He doesn't get it all up front. He doesn't get it all at the end, or I don't understand. Right? I thought it was a set amount. He gets that no matter what.
If you get caught or injured, the money's less.
Really? So he just wants it guaranteed?
Could be. We've got no idea what's going on in his head.
Yeah, they do. We're just saying they do.
And you and you're still getting a shit ton of hate on Gary, to where there's a lot of people calling him average and all that.
Nobody wants to. Because he was on the snap count last year. He didn't kill it all season, but he was steady. He steadily got better. He steadily got, Matt. Always with the negativity. Hey, Matt, 10 in a row. What you going to do about that? 10 in a row. Nothing. I mean, shit, dude. I actually kind of like that there's Matt doesn't want to say, hey, Matt, you don't want to say how you feel about Odunze and Caleb not signing? Who wants guaranteed money? I mean, everybody wants guaranteed money.
I think he's asking who we were talking about, Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams, why he hasn't signed yet. Or I think Odunze is just not signing because Caleb Williams thinks he can fleece the system. And Odunze is just waiting to see if he can. I mean, maybe these guys wait till the last minute and they sign. Yeah, I think they're going to sign eventually, but are they going to sign by camp? Is there going to be a holdout? That's the question, bro. I mean, I think for sure they're going to eventually sign. I mean, they're not stupid. He don't get none of that endorsement money. He don't get paid any if he doesn't play. So I know they're going to sign. It's just a matter of, are they signed on time? So they're in training camp so they can begin work. Do they even care if they begin work? I mean, I don't know, man. Just to me, it's crazy.
Preston's probably going to be the starter for the beginning of the season, but if Van Ness builds off of how he ended the year, you could very well see Preston Smith be trade bait at the trade deadline. I wouldn't be shocked to see Green Bay doing that. Granted, I'd like them to keep him.
Yeah, I mean, man, I tend to believe that's probably going to happen, but it's not. You're not even worried that they're holding out this long. I mean, if you're going to sign, why not just sign it and be done with it so you can tell the fans could be okay with it? To me, that's crazy. Where the Packers at with
Loves is supposed to be anywhere within the next 9 days, and Kenny Clark's, I think, is honestly up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, because Kenny's in his last year of his deal, and we hardly give guys third contracts. I say we give it to him. He had his best season ever last year. I mean, I just don't know.
It's going to massively depend on everybody else. For
you want Clifford, we'll trade you.
Yeah, but no, it's going to massively depend on everybody else on that defensive line. I think if you get some of these young guys that just ball out, they might move on from Kenny just because it's cheaper.
Wow, here's Albert's opinion. The ego of the quintessential diva is signing for Chicago to not sign. Wow. See, I'm telling you, there's going to be deafening. I mean, obviously he's probably not a Bears fan, but
well, seeing as how he's got a Packers helmet for a profile picture, I got a feeling he's not.
Caleb won't sign unless they put a beauty salon in the Bears press box. See, look, there's some inside info. There's a good reason not to sign. Bears drafted 2 self-centered divas. That locker room will be a mess by week 8. Wow, he's going week 8. I was thinking week 6. But I mean, what do I know?
Oh yeah, Kenny Clark is definitely the anchor on the line. But I think with the way they've been talking about some of these young guys, that they want to try them out, and especially since we're switching to a new scheme, it might make it a little easier for them to transition away from them. Now, I don't want us to move on from Kenny Clark.
I think Kenny Clark's more beloved than Aaron Jones was. Just say it, man. Just say it. Oh, that sucks. I would hate to see Kenny Clark go. I would hate to see them fuck with him and piss him off to where he does demand like a big, huge contract that he can't be signed back. Just sign him now while he's still he's still happy to be here and he wants to help and he wants to contribute and he wants to be part of this thing that they're all part of. So
yeah, we don't need another Devontae Adams situation where we offer the contract last minute and piss the guy off.
Somebody say clickbait. Oh God, yes, very true, very true, very true. I'm sure the Packers will beat the Bears bad enough to have Kale sport Packers colors, fingernails to acknowledge his owner.
Well, his favorite team growing up was the Green Bay Packers.
So he was already a Packer fan going in. That's probably another reason why he hasn't signed. Fucking Packers should have signed me.
Yeah, he'd be an awesome backup to Love.
Yeah, that's the problem is he wasn't going to be do a short-term deal. I agree, man. I say even a 1 or 2 year deal with Kenny Clark if you're not 100% in on it and you want to see how he is. But, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, because Kenny's come out and said he wants to retire a Packer.
Yeah.
So
I would just give him that third deal.
Still wants to be here. So
he's not even 30. That's what kills me. He's not even 30. He's like 28, about to be 29. I mean, he's not even 30 years old, and they're talking about walking away from him, which he's still, man, I guarantee he's got at least 3 or 4 seasons left under the hood that he's going to play good, solid football.
Yeah, but you got to remember, he's been in the league for a while because he came in real young.
Yeah, he's 8 seasons in, 9 seasons. Come on, man. I'm not 100% thinking he's not done. I don't believe it. He had his best season last year. I don't think he's done. I think we're going to see a different Kenny in this new system. And maybe he thrives in this, and maybe that's
that's what I'm thinking.
They just
he's going to go off.
But I think this new aggressive style plays to his strengths.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
It's no longer got to constantly eat up freaking blockers.
I give up trying to figure out what the GM's going to do on our fucking team. I mean, he's a genius, and I don't know.
I would much rather get rid of Preston than Kenny Clark.
He's our vet. Yeah, no, he's totally our. Yeah. And I would hate to see Preston even leave, but at the same time,
if it came down to the two of them, sorry, Preston.
Sorry, Preston. I'm keeping Kenny over you. So,
yep.
No, I mean, that's just the way that is. So what we got here? Breaking news. Met with Caleb and will allow him to wear alternative uniforms so his nails can be red, yellow, green, blue, and brown. Wow. The whole rainbow. We're getting the whole rainbow in there. Maybe the Bears should change colors. I mean, the rainbow does kind of fit that organization. I mean, come on. I don't know. I think honestly, bro, if he signs, he signs. If he don't, I don't. I know he's going to sign. I'm good with it. Kenny's going to sign. Kenny's going to be here. I think we're going to give him a nice third contract because he's going to buck that system. He's been a solid guy this whole time, and I don't see it changing. I think he's going to be business as usual, and Kenny Clark's going to be a Packer and retire a Packer. So that's just my opinion. So many years ago.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely got all the help he needs now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, at the point, some people are even saying, and it's not wrong, but, they're like, well, maybe it's time to move on from Kenny. I mean, maybe he's played his best games for us, and, we're staying young, and we want to keep that young going. But I still think you need that little veteran mix in there somewhere. You know what I mean? We can't completely take it all out. Got to be somebody in there. Packers hosting the draft. I can see Goop get extra picks. I hope they do keep. Oh, see, there we go. John wants to keep them. I wasn't sure, John. I wasn't sure how you
was trying to get extra picks. You'd sure get a hell of a lot for Kenny.
You sure the fuck would, bro. I guarantee you we would. Oh, a whole lot. Robin won a championship in Chicago, painting his nails and wearing dresses. Yeah, what Caleb did. I'm with you on that. I don't care. Who cares what a person's his character says one thing, you know, I mean, I personally think him not signing is a bigger issue, or not just saying, look, I'm all in on this Bears team. I'll wear whatever I want, because I don't see that being a big a deal as some. I mean, I half the fan base thinks he's you know, not a very nice fella, or you know, whatever. He rar, you know, that kind of fella, a little soft in his sugar in his britches, whatever you want to say about him. I don't really care. If you could play football, I don't care what you do.
That was my take when the rumors about Rodgers were circling. I don't care what the hell they do in their off time, as long as you're out there winning games, go for it.
Yeah, bro. I mean, whatever makes you throw that ball better, I don't care. You know, I don't really care, man. Just play your game. Earn your paycheck, you know. And if he earns his paycheck, that's fine. Like I said, to me, it's more of them not being signed already. I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just old school, and it's my age. But if I was drafted into the NFL, I would be so ecstatic that a team, you know, chose me. They want me to play on their team. I would have signed my contract the second fucking day. You know, as soon as I'm in there and meet everybody, hey, where's the pay? Where's it at? I'm going to sign, man. I'm going to be done with this. I'm ready to go. Let's get to work. That's how I would be. And I think a lot of guys are like that. But what the fuck, man? I don't know, man. Why not just be signed and make your fan base happy, make your coach happy, make your GM happy? Because Pole's got to be going, if this motherfucker doesn't sign after all the bullshit this offseason, I mean, seriously, they would have kept Fields if this guy was going to be a flake, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Rodman wasn't the focal point of the team when he won a championship with the Bulls. Just like he tried to be the focal point. I'm telling you, man, showing up wearing a dress and wearing, I mean, bro, remember the wedding dress? I mean, actually, Ricky Williams dressed in a wedding dress too, and he definitely wasn't like that. The Bears are, I mean, you're talking Super Bowl and Bears in the same sentence? Okay. Awesome. I don't know. I don't get it. Gail wants a mom on the contract so he could cry on her shoulder after every yell.
She's going to be sitting inside the blue tent.
Oh shit! And it's gonna be a little light. He's gonna have a little star on the outside of it. Caleb's blue tent. Caleb's blue tent. His mama's inside. That's funny.
On the inside, it'll say, "No matter how many interceptions you throw, you're still number one.
You're still my guy. You're still my guy." Rawr, rawr. Fucking. Oh my God, this is gonna be a great year, bro. As long as you stay out of trouble and not do stupid things off the field. Yeah, bro, 100%. Caleb Williams could be the biggest joker in the world. I don't really care if he plays ball and he gets them. You know, if I get him wins, though, then I just hope he doesn't become like the Superman. You know, then he might beat us. They actually might actually contend to beat us. You know, I'm not looking forward to that. Hey. I think eventually we're going to contend with them again, but it's going to take a year or two.
If he does, all the better when Jordan Love beats him.
I know. I want his best game.
Yep.
I want the best. I want it. Then you could say we took it from him. And honestly, probably the Bear fans just want to win against us. I think they don't care how they get it ugly.
I was going to say, after 5 years, you think so.
Look, even Melvin says nobody's scared of Caleb.
Baker
Worms. Nobody. 100%. Nobody's scared of them guys. Caleb Williams will have a Jim McMahon career without the Super Bowl wins. And Jim McMahon's career, I mean, bro, even in the year he won the Super Bowl, he was like 20th ranked quarterback. I mean, it wasn't like he was. I mean, basically, Jim McMahon, all he had to do was turn around and hand the ball to Walter. I mean, they had Walter Payton on their fucking team. And then they chose to use the fridge on a bunch of run plays too, which fuck. So I mean, McMahon, all he had to do was just toss the ball up to Willie Gault once in a while, and hand the ball off all the time. That the defense the rest. So I agree with you though. He's not going to have the Super Bowl wins, that's for sure. The media overhyped Caleb. He wasn't even the best quarterback in the Pac-12, and The talk was he lost 5 of his last games. Out of his, but it's still a transition from going college. I don't care how good you are in college. You still have to make that jump to the pros. It's a different thing. It's a different pass rush. It's a different, everything's faster. Everything, the language in the plays is 100% different. That's why they wear the cheat sheets on their wrist, because there's so much. And you still got to learn all that. Got to learn how to read these pro defenses when they're setting up against them. Until he does that, he's going to get killed. And that's why I don't understand why Bear fans don't see that. He's going to get slaughtered. Everybody's going to throw the house at him. That's what you do with a rookie quarterback. You try to break him. You throw the house at him. And, he runs out of the pocket just like Fields did a lot. But Fields ran to run. I think Caleb runs to throw. So I think there's a difference in that. But, they got the wide receivers, so if they can run around enough and get open, maybe it works out. Maybe this is.
I was going to say, with Chicago's line, you might have to run around a little bit.
See, Caleb can't play in the pocket. He doesn't play within an offense. He is the offense. Haven't been a Caleb fan for an entire time. Well, before he was a Bear. Yeah, no, I wasn't a fan of him either before, and he got all this hype, and then I watched some of that. And I didn't agree with some of the things. You're right, man. He's a lot of hype with him.
He's got a shitload of talent, but like how everybody else has said, it's his mentality that you worry about.
Yeah. This season, it's between Packers and Lions, 25-26, and the division will be much tighter. Yeah, bro, it's going to be. I still think 3 teams could come out of this division. The Bears are not going to be. I don't think the Bears are basement dwellers this year. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think the Vikings got that one on lock.
Got it locked. Viking fans don't think so, but I get it. I was watching the Vikings show yesterday, and those guys were, holy shit, bro. I wish Don was out. They were ranking the stadiums or ranking the teams. They were getting ranked. How they take care of families, how their facilities are, all these. The Washington Commanders have the worst, and they had like 4 Fs out of all the grades. Bro, I was watching. The Atlanta Falcons have a bunch of Fs. Their stadium's horrible, man. Oh, man, I'll tell you, you guys watched the Valhalla Hour from yesterday, man. Those guys had the rankings from the state. You guys will be shocked at some of that stuff. Let's see. How do you guys feel about Jordan Morgan, and will he be impactful from the start? Man, that right there is a touchy subject for Packer fans.
I think he's going to be our starting right guard, is what I think. I don't really see, from what we've heard from practices, I don't think he's going to be a tackle.
I hear he's still trying to find his way. Yeah, they're throwing everything at him. You know what I'm saying? They're throwing everything at him. Yeah, look, even Melvin said the Vikings are 4th. Yeah, that's how I think that's the consensus, except with Viking fans. Honestly, Minnesota fans actually saying they have faith in Darnold. Yeah, I know I talked to it. Like I said, I asked those guys yesterday, and they're pretty confident. They think they're going to have a great season, and they're talking about Addison having a better. If Darnold's a quarterback, maybe, but if they had Kurt, I would say his development continues. But I don't know how they could be so confident. What is Darnold? They brought up everything that they said about him in San Francisco, that he's got a good arm, but look at all the weapons he had in San Francisco, and he didn't take over there. So I think they got the same amount of weapons in Minnesota. They got JJ, they got Addison, they got Hawk. They got Aaron Jones. There's a lot of weapons there. Can Darnold do it? Man, it's very questionable, man. Very, very questionable.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I can't get over Darnold from his Jets days. I saw a decent amount of those games, and his decision-making is awful.
Yeah. See, even he isn't seeing ghosts. Yeah, he does. He hears footsteps. That's what it is. You get nervous. You can rattle them. We'll see, man. This is a professional sport. Hopefully he does, they work something out with him. He spends a little time with the team. Maybe it won't be as bad. But who knows?
Oh yeah, you hit the nail definitely on the head with that one.
He's not better than Keenum was. So true, man. These are just bad quarterbacks in general.
Hey, Case Keenum actually wasn't bad for them.
Yeah, but I mean, I see the point, but still, they couldn't find someone better than Darnold. I mean, there was a lot of guys out there they probably could have got better than
I would
Darnold.
have taken Tannehill over Darnold.
Yeah, and Tannehill's still available, actually.
Yep.
So maybe if Darnold goes down and they instead of going, they don't need to fall back, they just go get Tannehill.
Well, then they might want to sign him to a practice squad as soon as they can.
Darnold still hasn't grasped the mental part. He'll start good, but once he's rattled, that's the thing. That pass rush gonna rattle him up, rattle him big time. I don't know, man. Oh, look at this.
Oh, yep.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I trust Minshew.
I would have took Minshew too. They let the Raiders get him.
Yep.
I thought Minshew was going to be a starter by now. I mean, the way he filled in for some of these guys, I don't understand it. There must be something about Minshew that we don't know about, I would have taken Joe Flacco over.
Grandpa Flacco.
Grandpa's still available, man. I mean, they still could get Grandpa. I mean, he's not signed with nobody. He went back to the old.
He went back to napping on the couch.
Napping on the couch, bro. Catching 40 wings. I mean, anything's better than some of these. I just don't know what they were thinking, man. I don't know who in the Viking camp said Darnold. We got to have him. I don't know.
They probably heard the 49ers puffing them up there and believed all the hype of it.
Bridgewater, I mean, he's still out there, isn't he?
No, I think Bridgewater retired.
Did he? Yeah. I bet he could call him out.
I was going to say Bridgewater wasn't a bad quarterback.
He wasn't a bad, man. The injury, the knee was so bad. That was the only thing, man. I'll never forget that. It happened during summer in the training camp. Man, terrible. Yeah, there's been some bad injuries, but I mean, I just don't know, man. I mean, maybe we're all making it up. Maybe we just don't know. Maybe Darnold will be something, but maybe the Vikings see something we don't.
When have you ever seen anything from Darnold that was positive?
I have not seen anything. I'm not saying it, but it's not me. It's not me that's doing it. So I love Minshew, but he's really good too. But he's a low-level starter. But he should be a starter. I think he's good enough to be a starter. That's my point. And maybe he's going to start in. I mean, I don't know what's still to be remain. Was it O'Connell to remain to see if he can fucking play? But they're going to go with the young guy, and Minshew's going to be the backup. But if I was Minshew, I would want to be starting. I would have tried to get in with Minnesota. Shit, man. Instead of sending my resume, hey, man, don't let the Raiders poach me. I would not want to be poached. They could have got Huntley, too. Yeah, they could have got Huntley, yeah. I'm sure, bro, there's a lot of guys out there they probably could have got. And I don't know if any of them are better than Darnold because I don't know. I'm not going to say they are because I don't have any confidence in any of them. All these names you guys have brought up, I mean,
I have confidence in Minshew getting it done with that offense.
I would feel better about Minshew over Darnold for sure, 100%. But he's not an option, so I mean,
that's their own fault.
He was out there. I think the Raiders did it good by going and getting him. The equivalent lines making Sean Miller start. So true. Oh. That's fucking funny. Darnold's better than Hooker. Wow. I mean, I don't know, man. I can't say that I ain't seen enough of Hooker. I mean, I've seen enough on Darnold, but I mean, you might be right, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's why the Lions aren't going to go with Hooker, and maybe I don't know. Maybe Hooker goes somewhere else after this year. Go Lions. Y'all going to beat Beast this year, too. Yeah, I think the Lions are going to be still contending. They're the division champs. They're not going anywhere unless they fall on their face, man. I mean, injuries is the only thing that's going to take out the top dogs. You know what I mean? Vikings will want to trade for Clifford by midseason. There you go, Clifford, the big red dog. Clifford's there, guys. When
speaking of Clifford, it's his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Clifford!
Since we know he's watching the show, hoping that we're going to get him traded.
Yeah, John Dorn's his agent. He's trying. I'm not going to entertain anyone being better than Hooker. Let him play the mid. And that's what I'm saying, bro. I haven't seen. I mean, all right, the flashes we've seen in Hooker, in preseason? That's it. I mean, he doesn't even get the full use of the team, bro. The good players. I mean, there's no way you can't compare. So to me, I stay away from that stuff. Lions backup needs a little more time, just like Love did. Yeah, no, and that's what they're doing. That's why they signed Goff. You know, I don't disagree with what they did. Goff is not a bad quarterback. Go look at his numbers for all these years. He's played in Super Bowl. He's got experience. I mean, it was smart of them to do that because I don't think Hooker's ready. But some Lion fans disagree. I agree it's crazy because all we did was improve. I just think Love stays at that high of a level. I liked him in college. I can't disagree. I mean, every day they talk about Love more. I mean, everybody's like, why do you want to give him a big contract? Okay. I'm going to say this. In Packer history, best numbers ever.
Not even that. You listen to the way that some of these experts are talking about him.
Other players are talking about him. They see him. They're out on the field playing against him. I mean, it's not just, I know fans, they don't want to hear it, but the Packers got another quarterback, guys. Sorry to say it.
Yeah, now we just got to see how good of a starting quarterback he's going to be.
Sam Darnold might as well be the Vikings version of Jay Cutler. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say he's not Jay Cutler. I mean,
how are we going to say Jay Cutler was pretty decent?
He was all right, bro. In my opinion, best quarterback the Bears ever had in their history. I'm just saying. I mean, and they had to go get him. They didn't draft him. They had to go, free agency and get him. And maybe that's how the Bears find a quarterback because, all these Bear fans are like, Packer fans are scared because of Caleb. You guys have said that the last two quarterbacks that only lasted like 3 years. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to say. I won't say Lions Packer name or I'll go to Facebook jail if it happens.
Dorn, that's just because Zuckerberg personally hates you.
He personally hates you and you're trolling. The Lions are the most miserable franchise ever. 0 Super Bowl appearances and the least amount of playoff wins ever, and that includes expense. Yes, you're 100% right, man. I mean, but they're trying to get theirs, man. They're trying to get their powers, bro. They're not. They haven't given up on it, bro. They're really trying, man.
I'm gonna say you got to give it to them. They've turned it around so far.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm gonna say the same old Lions will not go away until they actually get into the Super Bowl. You're gonna have to get in the Super Bowl, man. You got to get in the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, you got to make that dance if you want respect from the league. Man, if Darnold is Cutler level, we might be in trouble. He's right, bro. I mean, if he was, I would be more scared. You're right, 100%, Melvin. I would be nervous if he had that kind of skills, but he don't have that. That's why nobody's scared of Darnold. That's why everybody's got him fourth. It's just not in the cards at all. Oh, my God. We'll see, man. But I like the way it's shaking out, man. I mean, everybody's got a question mark, somewhere on their team. No one's got it. I mean, the Packers are starting a new defense. The Bears got a new offense. The Lions got a new secondary. The Vikings got new defense and a new quarterback. So, I mean, they just have more question marks than everybody else. And I think Dallas Turner is going to be fine. I think that is going to, I mean, everybody's, I think, making more out of that than the Viking fans are talking about.
He looks like he's going to be a monster in the league.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to lose much from moving on from Hunter. They got the right guy in there. They got the right piece to replace him. So that I don't think is the issue. It's just the quarterback, man. I'm telling you, man. You guys, Even JJ's not 100%. He's a big question mark to me until, you're not going to play him the first year. I mean, that would just break him. Why get a new toy and then break it? That's what the Bears did with Justin Fields and with Mitch Trubisky. They got a new shiny toy. They're like, let's put him out there, and then he gets killed, and that's it. Now look, where are they? Somewhere else, somebody else's team. I mean, come on, guys. Turner has to learn some handwork. If he can't bull rush, he's done on that play. I agree, 100%.
It's like Gary. Got an awesome bull rush, but needs to get better at the hand fighting.
Yeah. 100%.
That's my major knock against Gary, is he relies way too heavily on the bull rush to get it done. Granted, we get it. You're stronger than most guys, but sometimes a guy gets the right anchor point.
And they just got to get Hutch some more help, man. I mean, I think that they're one or two guys from being, he just needs some help. They gotta, I mean, and then that's going to be scary. So let's see. I can only imagine what. Wow. Poor Tanyan. How far, bro? The second you leave this club, you're in trouble.
Oh, dude! Before
he did play for all 4 teams.
He looked like he was going to be an awesome tight end. Man, I was singing his praises like crazy. Tears his ACL and hasn't even come back to as a shell of his former self.
Yeah, it's really. Some guys just don't, man. I mean, and. Maybe Tanyan was just lucky one year. I mean, honestly, bro, I mean, it could have just been, everybody. I think every player, when they get in the league, there are professionals and they have, they can max it out and they have a great year. And it's just that all that is just a great year for an average player. You know what I mean? And I mean, he's never done anything special except have one good year where he caught everything and he had 1 drop or no drops or, that's just. DJ Raider being on that line helps tremendously. Look what it, yeah. No, I'm not saying you guys aren't trying to make it better. I just don't know if you've done it yet, and that's good. That's what we got to see. When it gets, like I said, every one of the North teams are better this year, but they all have a question mark. They all have something that, could keep them back. Could like derail the whole shit and caboodle. But honestly. Gary, Watson, Stokes, Myers got to step up. I agree 100%. Especially Stokes. I'm going to say Stokes and Watson more than Gary. I'm going to give Gary a pass because of his injury, problem with his knee. The fact that he made it all through last season and they started him on a snap count, that just tells you that they did the right thing with him. We didn't lose him. He didn't further injure it. And, this is the year. And right now, that hype video I saw, Gary just trying to, I mean, bro, oh my God. I know it's a video, it's practice. I get it. Yeah, but, you like seeing your players doing shit like that, bro. You guys have anything negative?
We just put a knock on Gary for him having to step up and not being good with the hand fighting.
Do you guys have anything negative to say about the Packers? Oh, yeah, I mean, bro, you say a lot of things about the Packers, man. That's negative. Bro, we're not a perfect team by no means. I know you guys we don't like to talk about it, but I don't hear you guys talking about your negatives either. I don't see you back on. Well, Caleb's a fucking.
I was gonna say, yeah, we've got a lot of talent on defense, and we got to hope and pray that this is the defensive coordinator that actually brings the shit out.
Bro, we can't stop the fucking run. I mean, come on, bro. We haven't. I mean, it's been a long time. I would like to see that. If we can't, you're gonna hear me bitch about it all year. I'm not kidding you, man. I said. Our biggest issue last year, what kept us out of winning the Super Bowl last year, was fucking having a bad DC, man. Yep. I mean, anybody else could have be better. And when I said that, I meant that. But anybody could be better and make our team where we just need a better defense. Our offense is clicking. We just need a better defense, and we're in it. We're contending. And man, if he don't do it, I'm going to be the first one screaming about it. I promise you, man. I promise you. I know it's not nothing to be negative about. I mean, I don't even like to be negative, but I get it, man. I'll talk about the negative. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, my team is perfect." They're not fucking perfect, bro. Not at all. By no means, bro. By no means. I didn't like the way. I mean, I'm glad we moved on from Aaron Jones. Everybody's like, "Oh, Aaron Jones, shut up, man." We moved on from him because he can't stay healthy. 6 games is unacceptable to me.
I will say I would have liked to have been able to keep him as a backup to Jacobs.
But then here you go. You got 2 guys that how do you? I don't want to lose the leadership, but I think that would have just made it. That would hold one of them back, having both of them.
I think it would have been great for Jones because then you don't got to use him as much, and hopefully he won't get injured anywhere near as bad.
Yeah, see, run defense. I would say that 1,000 times until we can stop the run. And look at who we got to start out the season. We got the Philadelphia Eagles and Saquon Barkley week 1. I mean, it's not like we're not going to get tested right off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
And then in week 2, we got the Colts, our home opener. Another great running back in there from the Colts. I mean, bro, it's not going to be easy. The Packers have to prove it right off the bat. There's no question about it. If you're going to be a top 10 defense or a top 15 defense, I want to be top 10, top 5, but you're going to have to stop the run. It's going to have to start right away at week 1. No fucking questions. I'm not going to take any excuses. Trust me. I'm going to be bitching about it if we can't stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, am I going to be lighting it up.
Oh, yeah. If we switch from a 3-4 to a 4-3 for the whole thing of stopping the damn run and we don't.
Yeah, man, that's why I say, man, everybody in this division has something. I mean, yeah, Melvin's right, too. All about negatives during the offseason. The time for hope is like, yeah, I mean, nobody wants to talk about, because what it is we're all going to see the negatives when the season gets started. Yeah. So that's when you see it. So, you don't want to fall out of your
guy that you thought was going to do amazing, that's going to be absolute dog shit. And then there's going to be somebody that you've barely heard 2 words of that's going to come out and be the damn hero.
Yeah.
We see it with almost every team every year.
I mean, and that's why we're doing this, man. It's all these extra guys, we're going to put it all together, get out there at training camp and sort it out, man. I mean, training camp sorts out everything, bro. I mean, it really does. And the Packers get Gilbert fucking John. We don't need that old bastard.
I was going to say, you're trying to kill the poor guy?
I know. I miss those days too, John, but I don't think he could do it. He's probably had one too many Gilbert burgers. Triple Whoppers. Dang. Well, I'm excited, bro. I think it's going to work out. I think the NFC North is going to be the best division and it could possibly be in the entire league. I'm sure going to be the best in the conference. And we're going to probably have 3 teams come out of this division in the playoffs. Probably.
I wouldn't be shocked.
No, and I think that's cool. I don't know about the rest of you guys in our division. Don't you guys find it funny how the NFL put all our divisional games on the back half of the season, bro? I think that's a conspiracy right there because they just trying to
they want us to beat each other up. So we take out their guy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But
if Jones and Jacobs both stay healthy, which one do you prefer?
Me personally, I'd go Jacobs just because I like the hard nose running a little more. But that's not a knock on Jones because he's a damn good elusive runner.
Okay, now you're saying if he stayed healthy.
Yeah, if they're both perfectly healthy.
I'm gonna go with Jones. I'm sorry, I love Jones. And my only knock on Jones is he just didn't stay healthy. Could he do everything that a running back does? No, he's not a bruiser. He's not I'm going to run into you and knock you on your ass. He's the kind that shifts through the line. But you can't – the things that he does in the receiving game, how he drops out into coverage, I mean, you cannot – I think we're going to miss that part of his game this year. We're going to miss – I don't know if Jacobs can cover. So I'm going to say I'll take Jones over Jacob. And I'm just being, that's my personal opinion. Gilbert Brown probably is sharing birthday biscuits and gravy. Albert, I love it.
Yeah, the only problem is it's when healthy.
I'll
totally agree with you. Jones is awesome back when he is healthy. but it's when he's healthy.
Man, we're gonna be next week. We're gonna start talking about fantasy football, man. And I promise you, man, I want to see Jones on your lineup, and he's in every week, bro. He's lightning in a bottle. Yeah, that's the problem when he's healthy, bro. That's it. And last year, you know how many games he was healthy? 6 out of 17, bro. Come on, man. I got a quarterback trying to develop. I need my good running back in there.
Well, hey, that should say something that Love still developed with A.J. Dillon rolling.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, bud.
Rob.
We got to be working somewhere, bro. Got to be working somewhere. It's Sunday. Got to do it. Yeah, I mean, bro. Man. Oh, shit. Here we go. Man, Henry not picking his skills. Come on, man. You guys got him. He was your first choice in free agency, bro. All right, back to trolling. Go ahead, man. thanks for keeping it real with us this morning, Melvin. That was awesome, bro. Oh, that's funny.
That had to make week 1 really uncomfortable.
Oh, did you play him in week 1? Did you play him in week 1, man?
Because you're sitting there thinking, wow, Jones did awesome, and he probably won me my game. And then you're looking at the game, wow, that asshole did awesome, and he lost me my game.
That's what you get, Bear fan. That's all I'm going to say, man. That's what you get, Bear fan. I have a rule, and I'm going to tell you this rule, Matt. I'm sorry. This is my personal rule. No matter where I'm playing fantasy league, I will not choose anybody from the same division as my team resides in, because just for that reason, man. Yeah, look, he played. Yes, he played him. Yeah, and you had to root against your own team. You had to root against your own team to do it.
Oh no! You want that player to have a big game, but the rest of the team suck.
But that didn't happen. We spanked them. I'm drafting him this year again if I get a shot. Yeah, I mean, you'll probably get a shot. I bet he's going in like the 5th or 6th round, maybe. He's not going early. He's not going to be up there.
Yeah.
Especially with having a quarterback that they got. But they are going to rely on him a lot more. Yeah. That's what makes me think he's going to be injured sooner than later, because they're going to use him to cover up a lot of Darnold's mistakes. I'm sure they're going to use him to help get Darnold into the passing game. So he's going to be used a lot in the beginning. So I mean, we'll see, man. I'll be surprised if Jones is available by week 4 or 5 when we play him. But that's the first time we played the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be shocked if he's still not injured by then. That's how. That's
no. How He's gonna, as long as he's not exploded, held together with tape, he's gonna be out there for that game. That one I can see him making. The other game, I don't know.
That's all right. So what do you say on week 3? He's like, oh shit, I might be in. I can't risk it. I can't play. Sorry guys, I'm not playing this game. I need to be ready for the Packer game. Yeah, that's gonna go over well. Wait till that shit happens. That's funny. He's being drafted by Monty. I think Monty's going to be up there. I think the Lions. He did enough last year where he's established himself as one of the. I mean, you still got Barkley's still there and King Henry's still there. I mean, they're just on another team. I mean, maybe they're going to be used more. Maybe they're. I mean, I think they're on the downside of their career, so maybe they're not as dangerous or scary as they used to be.
They might not get the ball as much, but that might help them be more explosive.
And honestly, what's happened to Kamara? I mean, since his legal issues, is that what's side railed him? I mean, I just don't. You know, he was I thought an up and comer, but only Packer I'm taking is Watson and Clifford. Hey man, Watson's gonna have a career year, bro. Watch. They got his shit figured out. One leg bigger than the other. What the fuck? Who would have figured? I mean, I don't even.
I'd take that.
I know.
I think Will Levis will be better for that game.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you never know.
But former NFL wide receiver Jacoby Jones, a standout with the Texans and the Ravens, dies at age 40.
Who?
Jacoby Jones, the old
No.
receiver for the Ravens.
Yeah. Wow. 40, man. That's so young. God damn. Cook dropped fast. It's a running back thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, he was on his way down anyway. So, I mean, running backs are. It's hard, man. What do you got? A 5-6 year life, and then you're on a downslide. I mean, if you make it that long, that's if they run you enough.
That's why their pay keeps dwindling.
Yeah. Well, I think it's better to split it. If you can split it up amongst two guys, I mean, you can make a guy last 8-10 years then that way. I mean, to me, it sucks that they got to take a bigger pay cut, but just make yourself more valuable. Be an Aaron Jones, but a healthy Aaron Jones, because a healthy Aaron Jones, I think, in my opinion, is like gold. I mean, it's like that's one of the things you can't replace. It is what it is. A pass catching, hard nosed running back that is shifty, that can get open and get the ball in space and get you yak. I mean, that's what Aaron Jones is, bro. He's that guy. I mean, I don't know how many times I see him throw Rodgers throw a pass to him. I'm like, holy shit, that's Jones.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Jones is a hell of a receiver.
Bro, that's something you. How many running backs you see do that? There's not a lot. There's a few that they are that good of hands. You know what I mean? And that's the thing is Jones had great hands. My little brother Derek is having a pretty nice career in Baltimore and going to help more. Yeah, no. His little brother Derek. Derek.
Well, then ask your little brother if he'll donate me some money.
Where did both the other running backs from there, Baltimore, go? They didn't go to the same team. Edwards
yeah, they both went to the Chargers.
Yeah, what the fuck? They swapped out for King Henry. What a man! That's an upgrade to me. I mean, even an old Henry is an upgrade over those two. What the hell?
Well, just imagine how dangerous Derrick Henry is going to be when he's sitting there running with Lamar Jackson too, and they're running an option or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah. Maybe in Baltimore they're going to run Lamar less. That's why they got Henry. I mean, maybe that's the plan. Because I'll tell you, out of all the teams last year, I thought Baltimore was a lock for the Super Bowl.
So didn't I. Man, and that game against the Chiefs, I couldn't freaking believe it.
They couldn't do shit. I wanted Henry in Chicago instead of.
I would too.
I didn't understand how that's the best deal Poles could get you guys, because that deal was set when and Henry and all these other. I mean, you guys had the money. I don't understand. Either Henry didn't want to come here, or Poles didn't give him enough money. I don't know which, but I agree, bro.
Either that, or he really wanted to go play with Lamar.
I mean, for you to go get the Detroit's leftovers, or technically the Eagles, but whatever, bro. I mean, that to me, like John Dorn said, that was you guys slapping a Band-Aid on something right there. That was a third-rate player. He wasn't lying when he said that. And maybe even Allen. Who knows, man? If Allen can't get to his form, that's an old man you guys got. Well, we almost done here, so let's bring this show to an end. I would have I bought that jersey immediately. I guarantee you would have if you had your last name, bro. I 100% agree. 100%. I would too if it was my last. Bears is a retirement home.
Yeah, but Rob, I don't think we're ever going to see our last name in an NFL jersey.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with it. I got younger nephews and nieces. Maybe one of them will make it. Who knows? Our nephew will make it. You know what I'm saying, bro? I don't know, man. I doubt it. They're potheads. And anyway, thank you all for showing up for the Red Zone Rant. We appreciate you guys coming. And we'll see you next week, man. We'll be back next week, talk some fantasy football and some Bears, because the Bears playing in the Hall of Fame game. All right, catch you next time.